Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. We have a very special guest joining us today. Jonathan T. Gillum is in the studio. Jonathan, thanks for being here.
Sure.
You are a former Navy SEAL, FBI Special Agent, Federal Air Marshal, and you've spent time on the Sean Hannity Show, contributing to different cable news networks, and you're now an author as well.
As crazy as that sounds. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. You've written a new book, and you're going to be here in Springfield this weekend at an event tomorrow, which we will get to. Your new book is Sheep No More. Talk about the book.
So, besides growing up in Arkansas, I have, the training to be tactical starting at a young age, growing up in the Ozarks. Having been a SEAL and an FBI agent, what I realized years ago is that a couple things. One, attackers it doesn't matter what type of attacker it is, whether it's a Navy SEAL or whether it's a terrorist or any type of other attacker, they build target packages on their target. They look for vulnerabilities and things that they can exploit in order to get to them. I interviewed on Sean Hannity's radio show once, I interviewed Elizabeth Smart, and her mom had burnt something in the kitchen, left the kitchen window open, and that's how the guy who kidnapped her got in. So as I started to notice and realize that this vacuum was there that needed to be filled for people's knowledge of how these attackers think so that they could fully defend themselves, I knew that I needed to write a book. And I built the knowledge over probably a 20-year period. Sure. And finally, when I got out of the FBI, I thought this is just the right time. I'm reaching the most people. My platform has gotten big, and it's been a bestseller since it came out.
Sure, and we don't want to give everything away because we want people to read the book as well. What are just a few things people can take away if they pick up a copy?
The most important thing that people are going to take away from this is that the book is laid out very simply. It doesn't use operator language. I wrote it as though I was writing my mom. And it's laid out so you can understand what an attacker is, what an attack is, and how an attacker plans a target package or an attack, target package leading to an attack. And I actually show you how to build what's called a threat assessment. We call them threat assessments in the civilian world, but it's really a target package on yourself so that you can divide your life up into sectors and look at each particular sector from that attacker's point of view, because every sector is going to be different. You're at home in the mornings or you're at work in the afternoon, different types of attacks will occur. Then I teach you in the rest of the book how to defend against those attacks by utilizing that knowledge to build standard operating procedures, mitigation strategies, and in the cases where you can't change things, plans of action so you're not just reacting.
And why is it important for the just the everyday citizen here in the United States to have this knowledge?
Because attacks happen every day. People don't realize it. Whether it's a pedophile, whether it's a workplace sexual predator, whether it is somebody who's going to rob you. And also in the South, we have a lot more concealed weapons carry individuals who are carrying illegally. And all these people need to realize that anybody who comes against you is going to look for specific vulnerabilities, and you can see that as well and avoid those in any of those circumstances that I just mentioned. And if you are a concealed weapons carry individual where you have your license, you need to realize where you may have to potentially use that so you can avoid those areas and never have to use it. And if you do, you'll have a plan to act, not just react.
Let's talk about your background a little bit. You grew up here in the Ozarks in northern Arkansas, and then you made your way into law enforcement in many different capacities over the years. Just kind of talk about that. What was it like being a Navy SEAL? What did you take away from that, being an FBI agent and so on and so forth?
Well, I started off as a cop. Well, actually, I started off as a security guard at Little Rock Convention Bureau, then became a police officer at Camp Robinson National Guard Base, which a great group of people down there. And quickly, when it rains, it pours. So I finally got everything offered to me, and I went into the SEAL teams. Went in as an officer in Officer Candidate School, went into the SEAL teams through BUDS, that's the Basic Underwater Demolition SEAL Training, and was assigned to SEAL Team 4. This was prior to 9/11. And so we were doing a lot of foreign internal defense down in Central South America. We really thought it was going to blow up down there. But ultimately, the thing that I take away, that all SEALs take away from that training, is that you would be very surprised at how far your mind can take your body, and your body will continue to push itself as long as you're mentally checked in and not checked out. I think once I left there and went into federal law enforcement, it was an interesting change of events because you're so used to working with this top echelon tier group of people in a very specific area. And when you get into law enforcement, you then have to deal with politics, and you have to deal with rules of different types of rules of engagement with the public, and not violating any of their constitutional rights. So it's a different game. Very elite people there as well, and a lot of exciting, interesting times being on the street and doing surveillance. To when Captain Sullenberg landed the plane in Manhattan in the water, and being there.
You're going to be hanging around in Springfield tomorrow. There's a live PD watch party going on at Oz Air Charter, 2525 North General Aviation Avenue. You're going to be there.
Right.
It starts at 5 p.m. You're going to have your book there.
I'll have the book there, and I'll be signing these. I also have T-shirts and hats and stuff. I've stayed out of the swag business, but I'm finally getting in it because people want it. So we'll have it all there, but it's a live PD event. People will be able to come out and support law enforcement and meet people like Sheriff Lamb from Arizona and myself, Deputy Craig Miles, who's from right here, and Lore, his dog. Yeah. They'll all be there, and it's going to be a pretty amazing event. I think almost 5,000 tickets, and it's free to the public to come there.
It'll be a great time. Stop by, say hi to Jonathan, have a conversation with him. He'd love to talk to you. We'll have more on Ozarks tonight after this. Jonathan, thanks for being here.
You got it, my friend. Thank you very much.
We'll be back with more after this.